Hey everybody, this is POV Chasin', that's Titan, and we're almost pushing 40,000 followers now, so I figure it's time I finally actually do a walk around video. It's only been like 3 months, but yeah, this is the car, as you know. First thing we gotta do on the front is, and this is important for like everywhere, is fully weld. Like, you see how this is up and it looks ugly? Basically, the idea is you weld entire beads all the way through, grind it, and do that for literally every single seal you see, and then that should make it look like one shiny piece. And then we're gonna sand it, and the front is gonna be black, so from here, or about here, to the front is gonna be black, and then the rest is gonna be orange mixed with some white and black. I think it's gonna be cool. I want it to match my Jeep, so we're trying to match that. And then right here is gonna be hard rubber, so basically it's hopefully gonna seal off in here so no water gets in the, important parts. If it does, crap. And then the idea is the wiper can sit on the rubber, and then it should be able to function properly, in theory. That shouldn't be too hard. The front, honestly, is all it is finishing touches. I know I need to cut the vent still, and then I'm gonna have a bar that just has some KC lights on it because I like to see when we're chasing at night. This is my spike. This is not how it's gonna be mounted, and there will be 4 in total. So I'm gonna weld some actual brackets for it that hold it in. This is just to see if I like where it's at, and honestly I do. The actual spike part is 20 inches long. The base, or whatever you want to call this, the housing, is 26 inches long, so altogether it's going to be pushing 4 feet, which is pretty cool. Not that that really matters, because the only thing that matters is the spike depth, but whatever, I think it's cool. And then let's go into the interior here. So we're going to take out the radio, and then there's going to be 4 buttons. So there's going to be 2 buttons for the front set of spikes, and then 2 buttons for the back spikes, 2 different hydraulic pumps. And then we're also going to have the controls for the air suspension to drop the vehicle to the ground, which should be cool. And then the side is pretty straightforward. I think we're going to have another spike back there. I'm not entirely sure where I want it yet, but we will have 4 of them. And then obviously another wheel well hatch. Side isn't too interesting. Maybe another window. But that's literally all we're doing there. There's a bunch of stuff we got to fix on the side. Not fix, but just finish. Like, see how these welds are intermittent? We're gonna want that to go all the way through. That's just everything. There's a little gap here, which is really annoying. That's not a big deal at all. It'll take maybe 20 minutes. Not even 20 minutes, like 5 minutes to fix that. It's just annoying. These things are like sticking out, so I need to angle grind that off to where it's flat. And then just other stuff. Like, I want to add a couple more supports throughout here, connecting it to the actual body. I want to fix this up, make it a little bit stronger. But yeah, this is the back I put on today. It's a little more aerodynamic, not by much, but it is definitely better than what it was. And I don't know. So the idea is we're definitely going to have a clear hatch here. It's also the back window. So that's going to open up vertically like that. I don't know if I want a swivel door or just have the window. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I'm very curious to see what y'all think. And then we need another post that comes there, and then we got to obviously connect it a few places, then throw sheet metal on. But sheet metal on the back, super duper duper easy. It's literally just rectangles all the way, so it's not going to be difficult. So we've already sat inside here before, but I want to show you kind of what I'm thinking. So now what I'm thinking is 100% will be computer laptop here. I actually want to have it come off this vertical post, and then it'll be a table that swivels out over, which is going to be really convenient. And then up here, I'm going to actually have the radio stuff, because I want to be able to sit up top with the hatch open and communicate to the driver. So we're actually going to end the other team, but we're going to have a radio mounted here, so that way I can use it inside and also outside. To the right here is most likely just going to be space for all of our personal stuff, because we need space for that, And then in the back, I'm in the process of trying to get this little wheel cover thing out, because it was rusted and it's just ugly. And I'm going to put I don't know if I'm going to put both hydraulic pumps, just one. I don't know, but I know the air compressor is going to be on one of the sides here. And this is just going to be for routing stuff and hydraulic pumps and all that, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then lastly, these are going to be the windows up here. I'm very excited for the windows up there. It's going to be sick. And then, like I said, the polycarbonate hatch is going to be right here, so I can still kind of see out there. I'm going to need to get a metal curtain, though, because that's just going to be like a magnifying glass on my face. So, I'm excited. As you can tell, it's finally coming along. It actually looks like an interceptor inside here. I made an Interceptor. I have an old pedal cart, and for some reason I'm getting vibes of that, even though this is an actual one that will go inside of real tornadoes. But anyway, look at that weld.